Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Waynoka, Oklahoma.
Yeah, we're good.
Ben Buckland with Cade Kennedy. Above the action, you see the action through our camera here, and you can note not only what a beautiful evening it is and how great care the grass is here in Waynoka. You can take a look at the flagpole with us down in the corner of the end zone and see that baby laying against the pole, which we don't see a lot in northwest Oklahoma. Lots of times that thing is stretched way out. We're just a few minutes away from a game that we didn't know that we were going to have until, well,
Last week.
during the Bible, last week. So let me welcome in the guy who just said last week. That would be Cade Kennedy. Sorry, I was close. I was close.
You're close. You're close. But yeah, it was one of those games. Actually, about 2 weeks ago during the Pond Creek Hunter game, I had said that Waynoka's going to have 2 bye weeks in a row, and was immediately corrected and said, no, we're playing some team from Kansas in 2 weeks. And we figured out that it's Stanton County who's coming in tonight. That's a long drive. For those of you who don't know where Stanton County, Kansas is, it is on the Kansas-Colorado border. It is not one of the 4 Mountain Time counties. It's just below those. It's south of Syracuse. It's west of Ulysses. It's north of Elkhart. And if that didn't describe it perfectly enough, that's all the towns that are around it when I looked at the map earlier today.
When the young people were moving in their equipment to the partition on the other side of where we are, I asked one of the girls, if you need, I said, if you need anything, holler at me. My name's Ben. She told me her name. We chatted a little bit. She said, well, I don't think that I'll be asking you for anything, because we were really pretty thorough packing stuff up today, because we don't want to go 4.5 hours back to pick up something we forgot.
I don't blame him. I mean, that is a long bus ride to get over here today.
It is. And the thrill of victory or the agony of defeat will probably determine how great the bus ride is going back.
I would think so. I mean, this is a Stanton County team that has had some interesting, I don't want to say challenges, because they're not really challenges. I guess they've had some adversity to go up against of their own. And I mean, you talked about it a little bit before we got on the air here, Ben, that Coach Slater was sent 2 different types of film from Stanton County.
Same
players, but different formations. 1 in 8-man and 1 in 11-man. Stanton County's an independent school. They only have 13 kids. They played 11-man last year, down to 8-man this year, hence the independent schedule. But when you have that, you can kind of pick games up and drop them whenever you need to, and this is one of the ones they happen to pick up.
And they had Beaver on their schedule too, so they're trying to plug a couple of holes, just like Payson Slater and his staff. His staff, by the way, is Scott Klein, Bo Westfall, Jared Barnett, and the athletic trainer is Ryan McGee, who is also the AD, and thusly our boss. So we must treat him with respect, but we would anyway, because he's really a decent kind of a guy.
Exactly.
Speaking of decent kind of guys, Waynoka lost one. He won't be suited up this week, and that is probably their best all-around athlete and their quarterback. Colin Bouchard is in street clothes.
He is. He's been in the jeans, as we've seen out here. So it'll be Weston Longoria again at quarterback. We saw him in action at Pond Creek, or against Pond Creek Hunter at the end of that game, and he showed off a few big moves. I mean, he showed he's got a bit of an arm. If Waynoka needs to try to throw it around a little bit tonight, that does help, has that ability. Leiden Hammertime should be back in this one. We've seen him warming up. Roland George has been good as a backup running back when he's needed to be. So it wouldn't surprise me to see Waynoka try to get Longoria just a little bit more settled in early in this game. Try to get some simple runs, simple reads as much as they can. But this is a Stanton County front that we've seen it. They may not have a lot of kids, but the kids that they do have some serious size on them.
They do, and you were watching formations as they were running some of their offense in the pregame, and you saw some interesting lineups.
There was a lot of option, a lot of motion, and then they lined up in the eye.
Okay.
And that is a bit hard to do in 8-man football, to line up in a power eye.
It is.
But they went ahead and did it. And I mean, they've got the guys to line up as a fullback to make those blocks anyway.
And they have a couple of lads that have some size on them. I don't know. Well, I do know. If they go by numbers, they're going to be carrying the ball, not linemen. But they could be linemen if they needed to be.
Exactly. But, it's also, for everyone else that's not Waynoka today, it's the first day of district play in C1, so we'll kind of keep up to date with some of that as the night goes along, because if it's not Class C football if there's not something weird and interesting that happens when district play starts.
Well said. Thank you to our sponsors for sending us wherever they send us. This portion of tonight's broadcast, the pregame, is brought to you by Mock Resources, with offices in Waynoka and around the world. We appreciate our sponsors so much, and we'll hear from one of them right now, and we'll be back in the pregame. Ben Buckland, Cade Kennedy, and Waynoka.
Warm up with a class at Northwest Technology Center this month. Choose one of our evening classes, including computer fundamentals, cooking, health-related courses, business development, and much more. Northwest Technology Center also offers training for your business at your convenience. Contact us today for more information at 580-327-0344 in Alva or 580-227-3708 in Fairview. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life. Core Bank in Waynoka was so named because of their customers. The name speaks to strength, substance, strong character, plus sound banking principles, heart, and soul. Offering strong, convenient banking in their community has been the aim, the goal of Core Bank of Waynoka, with a foundation dating to the early 1900s and shepherded for the last 50 years, headed by President Mick George and now Weston Hill, Vice President and Loan Officer. Core Bank, member FDIC, serving the community from downtown Waynoka. Call or come by, proudly supporting all things Northwest Oklahoma. Go Rails!
Holder Drug, your local pharmacy. Stop in and check out some of the new available items at Holder's, starting with our hanging scrolls and banners. Expecting a child soon? Holder Drug is the perfect place for your baby registry. Find more information by stopping by the store or visit us online at holderdrug.com. As always, free delivery with your medications and prescriptions, along with specials at the fountain. That's Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years, and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
We're going to hear the band in just a moment. This is band instructor Mary Hill. We get the national anthem here?
Yes, by your 7th through 11th grade band, but primarily these are 7th and 8th graders that we are hearing tonight.
Are you on prayer?
Excellent.
Excellent. The best.
The best?
The best of Woods County.
Okay. I believe everything that you say. Come on. I got to tell you, I hear more compliments about we have a band now. We have a music program now. We sound so good now. So thank you.
Thank you. I am just honored that students are choosing to be in music, because I think it's so important for these kids to have an outlet to express themselves, because this was my safe place. I did sports as well, but music was always my outlet that I chose to.
Well, it seems to have been pretty good to you.
Yes, it has. And I mean, I have 20 in the junior high band and 7 in my high school, and we're just slowly growing. Baby steps.
That's good. That's good.
My first year, I had 7 in the high school band, and I always made the comment that we are the tiny band Tiny engine that could.
Tiny engine good. When we work the Classic Bowl, that's one of the things that's so wonderful because the band from the Classic Bowl is 3 states, so there'll be 240 kids in the band, and a lot of these kids never get to march because they're in bands so small.
Right. Yes, and just having to be involved in so many things and giving them, even if they're not going to be in it for very long, giving them a positive experience of being in band is my goal.
Okay, stay with it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let's go back upstairs to the one and only Cade Kennedy.
Well, back up here in the press boxes, we've got about 10 minutes to go until we are underway between Waynoka and Stanton County tonight. Talking a little bit more about Stanton County. This is a team that only has a 2-0 record on the season, but they've played 3 different games. But we'll have a little bit more in a bit as we start with a prayer.
Let's pray. Father God, we want to enter your presence. Thank you for being our God, and we pray for the athletes of both schools, that you will protect them, that you will give them what they need in order to compete at the highest level possible, and may you be honored in all that they do. We love you and we praise you. In Christ's name.
Now please remain standing as we honor our country with the playing of the national anthem.
One and two.
And welcome to tonight's game.
Nice job, band. Back upstairs to Cade Kennedy.
Once again, kind of talking a little bit about that Stanton County team. 2-0 on the season. Started off September with a 30-12 win over Turpin. And then that's when things got a little wild. We talked about Beaver already was a team they wanted to play. But unfortunately, Beaver not having a football program this season is why that game got canceled. Tried to go to South Central on September 12th. Couldn't get that game to go. September 16th had a game. And yes, that is on a Tuesday if you're thinking about it. September 16th, they had a game. Played against Wichita County. That game was only a quarter, then a 2.5-hour weather delay. Ended up with that game being postponed for now. They'll play again sometime in October. And then September 20th, they have a game against Deerfield where a kid gets hurt, unfortunately, early on in that game. Deerfield only had 9 kids in an 8-man game. Didn't want anything else to happen to ruin the season for Deerfield, so that game ended after that. So it's been one of those where it's a 2-0 record for Stanton County, despite playing 3 games. A little bit odd there how they've gotten to that point. But for Waynoka, a record of 0-3, coached, of course, by Payson Slater. A Rails team still trying to find its footing before district play. And that's why you wanted to have this game. It was a decision of, do you want to have the 2 weeks off, or do you want to try to get back into the speed of things, give Weston Longoria a little bit more action to see what he can do with no Colin Bouchard here again tonight. And so it is going to be interesting to see how these two play it out as we've got the coin toss going on right now at midfield. Referees explaining everything to both sides, and see who comes up with the coin toss, who won this thing here. Looks like it'll be Waynoka kicking off to start the game. Stanton County wanting to receive. Yeah, well, we've got a moment. We've got the officials for tonight's game. We've got head referee Kyle Johnson, umpire Mark Hoffman, center judge Tony Heller, head linesman Daryl. Let's see, centers there. Let me get that right. Linesman Josh Foos and back judge Joel Aranda. Those are the officials for tonight's game.
You know, I know that back judge a little bit. He's a great musician.
Really?
Yep. Not working musician tonight, I guess, huh?
I would guess not.
Mm-mm.
As the Rails makes their way, well, we can't say onto the field. They're already on the field, but blasting through the Waynoka Railroader there. The sign.
And the very live band sounds of the Railroader.
It's always nice to hear the band.
Oh, it is. It is. You know, we start off most of these broadcasts, these productions, with the weather, and sometimes it takes quite a bit. Tonight, you just say wonderful. Wonderful.
Yep, you could say that. 90 degrees, I think, earlier today, but little wind, which you mentioned earlier, is rare for Northwest Oklahoma in general.
There's the flag.
We are about ready to go as Waynoka ready to kick this thing off, looking back deep for the Trojans. It'll be number 4, Angel Gonzalez, and let's see who the other one is. That'll be number 18, Sean Hines, deep as the 2 for Stanton County. As the Rails in all maroon, helmets, jerseys, and pants, as we're underway with an onside kick that gets battled around,
boys,
looking to recover. The ball is recovered by Waynoka. Big start to the game as Corbin Ferguson fell on it at the 49-yard line.
Corbin Ferguson on that football.
You cannot ask for a better start to the game, Ben.
Well, he could have run it back for a touchdown.
Well,
I would have asked for that maybe, but that'd be kind of, yeah, shabby. You're right. Let's go with you couldn't ask for better. Here we go.
Longoria, as the quarterback, will have a receiver to each side. And a back to his right. Longoria takes a snap, hands it off to Line Homicide, breaks around to the 50, rolls to the 45 before finally being thrown down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, set up 2nd and 5 for the Rails as they move from left to right across your radio dial.
Second down and 5 to go after the run.
Longoria lines up, Homicide the back to his left, receiver far out near side here on his right. Longoria takes the snap, hands it off to Homicide.
Whoa, he may go.
Finds a hold to the 40, 35, 30, finally brought down at the 27-yard line.
Big run up the middle.
That is
First
exactly
down.
what you want to see if you're the Rails. Just getting good runs up the gut early.
19 yards on the scamper. And, as you heard Mr. Taylor say, first down.
It's Millage again with 2 backs behind him. Looks in a handoff. This time it'll go up the middle to Davidson. Dakota Davidson, I believe, getting his first carry, first action of the night. And that one, it's about 2 yards to the 25-yard line. It'll set up 2nd and 8 for Waynoka. 10:51 to go here in the opening quarter. No score yet, but the Rails moving on the opening drive. As Longoria with Davidson as the back to his right, a receiver out left, hands it off to Davidson. Davidson up the middle, gets stacked for a moment, finally gets a little bit of breathing room to the 23-yard line to set the first 3rd down that the Rails face of the day, 3rd and 6.
This is kind of reminiscent of Scott Kaiser football, which is let's do this one until they stop it, and then we'll do a different play. So this would be the time for the different play.
It would. I mean, it's a sound strategy. If
Yes,
the
it
run
is.
game works, keep using it. 10:08 to go here in the opening quarter. Longoria hands it back off to Homicide. Homicide finding a little bit of room, powering up across the 20 to about the 15, Now they're going to say a little bit more back towards the 18-yard line.
They did not change up at all. That was what Barry Switzer would call base play left.
Bring up a fourth down.
We'll bring up a fourth down for the Rails. A fourth and about 3 yards, maybe 2. Waynoka going to go for it. Obviously, 9:36 to go in the opening quarter. No score yet. Longoria with Halmersheim is the back to his right. Davidson out left.
Whoa, look out.
Up the middle, stumbles around and gets hit at the 20-yard line. It'll be a turnover on downs. Stanton County able to come up with the big stop.
Play results in a turnover on downs.
So for the first time today, we will see the Waynoka defense. 9:26 to go here in the opening quarter. Still no score yet, and for the first time, the Stanton County Trojans here. I believe this is the first meeting between the two schools as well, and you see the tight set immediately with Ian Floyd at quarterback. Floyd hands it off up the middle, rumbling around, trying to get some room is number 22. That's Areem Gonzalez, and Gonzalez hit at the 23-yard line, and that is all Stanton County wants to do. You just play that tight option game and just give it to the big men. Every once in a while, beat you outside with some speed.
Speaking of Barry Switzer, and I was, always be satisfied with 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Man goes in motion. This time it's Floyd handing it off to Angel Gonzalez. Gonzalez rumbling to about the 25-yard line, brought down there. It'll be third down for Stanton County.
Better now.
5.
Better on that one.
I mean, look how far back Stanton County, you can see it on the shot here. Look how far back they said, about 10, 15 yards away from the line of scrimmage to get in their huddle, and then they'll walk up to the play. 3rd and 5 here for the Trojans, 8:35 to go in the opening quarter. No score yet, and no passes yet, I believe.
I believe you're right.
As Floyd checks off, has a back to his left. Now a man goes in motion.
Pitch.
Floyd tosses it back out to Hines. Hines getting across the 25, breaks a tackle to the 28, and he is finally brought down at the 29, just short of the line to gain. It will be 4th down, and a big stop there for the Rails to make that 4th and about half a yard, maybe a few inches. I thought it was more half a yard, but they scooted up a little bit more.
Now we're going to see that ball carrier that I told you could be a linesman, could be a lineman if he decided to be.
Yeah, that'd be number 44, Joshua Arcio.
Or maybe number 22. It could go either way.
That's the beauty of the option, Ben. It could be anybody. 7:45 to go in the opening quarter. 4th and inches for Stanton County. Man goes in motion. Floyd hands it off to the big man. Arcio gets across the 35, 36. Finally taken down. It takes multiple Rails to get him down.
County first down.
No doubt about that.
Chains still moving. Stanton County already set. As Floyd with the back to each side, hands it up to Arcio again, who dump trucks to the 38-yard line. I mean, it is simply hand it off, let him fall forward and get 2 yards.
Number 44, Arcio, is a ball carrier. He's also a great blocker. I bet on defense he's going to be a pretty good tackler, if I were guessing.
I would bet so. 7:08 to go in the opening quarter. No score yet. Arcio gets a breather. It'll be Gonzalez coming back in. Areem Gonzalez, that is. As Floyd with 2 backs behind him, hands it up the middle and get him about the 40-yard line and nothing else. That one was a handoff to try to see who that was. That would be Hines getting the carry on that one. Set up 3rd and 7. 3rd and 6 for the Trojans. 6:41 to go in the opening frame.
And it was Gonzalez, the guy I refer to as could be a ball carrier, which he is many times. That time a blocker.
Floyd lines up, and I mean, there you go. We talked about it.
We got it.
The fullback and then a running back as well. The I formation, I mean, you don't see it very often. It's a pitch outside for Floyd, giving it over to Angel Gonzalez, who gets hit at the 41-yard line. Nothing else to go. Only a gain of 1. It'll be 4th down again.
4th down.
4th and 5 for Stanton County. Halfway through the first quarter, 6 minutes even. No score yet.
Cooper Truesdale met him with his face in the chest of the ball carrier. One of those tackles that you'll show back on tape.
As Arcio subs back into the game, Stanton County taking a as much time as they want to. 10 seconds on the play clock, 5:35 on the game clock as Floyd with the back behind him. Man now goes in motion. Floyd
back to throw.
Somewhere to go, looks to throw, scrambling around to the 35. Flag comes out, launches it down the field. It's tipped. It's not tipped. It's caught instead by Carlos Ramos all the way down to the 21-yard line. Goes Ramos. Flag on the play. See if it's going to be a hold or not.
Weston Longoria saved the touchdown. If it needs to be saved, maybe the yellow flag will be helpful. We'll see.
See who the flag is on. Important here.
Hold.
It's going to be a hold on Stanton County.
Holding on the offense.
That takes away the big play, and now it'll be 4th and 15, I believe.
Well, that answered a question that probably many of us had, and that is, can the kid throw the ball? The kid can throw the ball.
We're moving back all the way to the 31-yard line. Stanton County's on at 31, going from right to left across the arena now. Stanton County, maroon pants, maroon helmets, and white jerseys here. So it looks like it'll be a punting situation for the Trojans. The ball gets booted away by Angel Gonzalez. Going to be caught at the 40 by Davidson. Davidson racing up across the 45 to the 50 and brought down by Angel Gonzalez. The punter having to tackle.
The rails just to
Will be officially at the 49 or 50 line. Trying to figure out where they want to put this thing. They'll settle for the 49 and a half.
Why not? When in doubt, go to the 49 and a half. I've always said that. Nice 16-yard return.
5:11 to go in the opening quarter. No score yet. Each team with a drive so far. Waynoka was able to move it a little bit before getting stopped on 4th down. As Longoria with a back to his right, hands it off to George. George able to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. He gets brought down by a whole army of Trojans in the area. So that'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Rails. So we've got a bit of an offensive lineman substitution for Waynoka. So 2nd and 10 for the Rails at the Stanton County 49-yard line. 4:40 to go in quarter number 1 as Longoria fakes the handoff to George. Now cuts back right, trying to get towards the 50 once again and gets yanked down. Ball popped out at the end after Longoria was already down, but nowhere to go, and it's going to be a loss on the play. It'll be 3rd and 11 for the Rails.
Now we're going to see if we can throw.
Yeah, I would say it's going to turn into a day of who can throw the ball. Refs actually move that back a little bit more to the back into Waynoka territory at the 48-yard line. We'll make it 3rd and 13 for the Rails.
Actually, I know we can throw the ball. Let's see if we can catch the ball.
It's the real question.
That is.
That's why you've got that mass comm degree.
That's it.
Asking the real questions.
It is.
Longoria with a back to his left and Homertime receiver to his right. Longoria takes a snap,
Oh, he's got him.
the middle of the field, and it's intercepted by Floyd. Floyd running back to the 35 to the 40, finally brought down at the 43-yard line. So the quarterback picking off the other quarterback.
I don't know. Maybe justice. I don't know.
The Trojans will start this drive near their own 43.
Stanton County able to get the ball back. 3:39 to go in the opening quarter. Still no score yet here in Waynoka.
And I think the quarterback tackled the quarterback after the quarterback intercepted the ball from the quarterback.
I think so. It doesn't help when your quarterback is also playing as cornerback. That doesn't help either. The QB/CB can throw some people off.
It's a challenge.
Speaking of quarterbacks, here comes Floyd once again, faking a handoff.
Second man through. He's out.
Hines breaking across the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Finally brought down at the 9-yard line. Making the tackle looks like it was Dakota Davidson to run all the way down there to get to the big man.
That will result in a 1st and goal.
A massive run there by the Rails, about a 48-yard
48,
line.
yeah. You know, for two Masscom guys, that's not bad to hit the line, the amount gained right on it. We were both there, 48. I'm proud of it.
Floyd hands it off to Arim Gonzalez, hammers his way up the middle to the 6-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal for the Trojans. 3:12 to go in the opening quarter. Now Stanton County, as they did earlier, Line of scrimmage is the 6, so they huddle up back at around the 17-yard line.
Well, you've got secrets. You don't want anybody to hear your secrets.
As
Get
Angel
back here where
Gonzalez
they
subs
can't
into the
possibly
game.
hear our secrets. Who came in?
Angel Gonzalez, number 4, one of the more speed guys you'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Still Floyd as the quarterback, and number 22, Irene Gonzalez. As Floyd fakes the handoff to one, Gonzalez gives it to another. Andrew Gonzalez racing to the corner. Did he get in, or does he stop at the one? It looks
They
like
held
he's
him.
going to be held down. So it'll be
Run will be
third and
just shy of the
goal.
goal line.
2:30
Third and
to
goal.
go in the opening quarter. Stanton County still not in yet. As Floyd wants to hurry it up, takes the ball himself, dives across the end zone, and gets the touchdown.
Touchdown, Stanton County.
Touchdown with Trip Ducks on the board. Well, a few past it. 2:20. First score.
Stanton County will go for 2. The 6-0 lead, 2:20 to go in quarter number 1. As Floyd comes out with RCO as the back behind him. As Angel Gonzalez is an end off to his right. Gonzalez now goes in motion. Floyd hands it up the middle to RCO. RCO trying to fight for yardage, just powers his way
Two-point try is
in
good.
for the 2-point try. Just having rails hanging off of him as he
2:20
crosses
to
the
go
goal
in the
line, and it's
first quarter.
8-0
And
Stanton
score.
County
The Stanton
on top
County High
of
School
Waynoka.
Trojans
2:20 to go in
Your
the opening quarter.
Railroaders 0.
It wasn't like he wasn't tackled. It's just that he was so strong that he carried the 2 or 3 that had him around the waist, including Wyatt Millage and a couple of his buddies. Didn't have to go that far, but he went that far with quite a little bit of resistance.
He did, and I mean that's to the power of having a fullback in 8-man football. You don't get to really see that often, but when you run this type of option, when you're able to play, a pure option just about is what Stanton County wants to run. It's a great addition to have.
So with 2:20 on the board in the first quarter, Rails down 8-0. We'll be back in just a moment.
Clean Harbors, hazardous waste disposal and recycling services provide the widest range of recycling, treatment, and disposal options for all your hazardous waste streams. Unmatched in North America, our infrastructure of hazardous waste management facilities services all of the U.S. and Canada, northern Mexico, and Puerto Rico. We handle both drum and bulk hazardous waste in liquid, solid, semi-solid, sludge, and gas forms. One call handles all your hazardous waste disposal needs. Located in Waynoka, where we proudly support our railroaders.
Welcome back here in Waynoka as the
Kickoff
onside
recovered
kick
by Waynoka.
recovered by the
First and
Rails.
10.
Both teams wanting to go with the onside as that one was number 18, Sean Hines, kicking it off for the Trojans. Waynoka able to fall on it at their own 48-yard line, and that's where they'll set up with 2:20 to go in quarter number 1. Waynoka now facing an 8-0
Ball to
deficit.
Waynoka, 48.
Longoria makes his way out, has a back to his left receiver.
Got
to
Nix over here.
Right. As Longoria hands it up the middle, trying to get some yards to the 50-yard line and shoved around. Not a whole lot left for Leiden Hommertside.
Gain of about 3 on the run.
As you take a look at the shot, go past the W, go past the bounds line on the far side, take a look at the stands, and that'll kind of tell you, yeah, it's 4.5 hours from where they're from to here. So the people that traveled are, I'm going to say, related.
Yeah, they
I would
deserve a
say.
lot of credit for
They
making
do.
that trip. That is a long trip to have to make.
It is. And if you're working Saturday morning, whew,
It's going to feel like an even longer trip.
it will.
2nd and 8 for the Rails as Longoria with the back to his right, receiver right. Longoria looks to throw, scrambling around to the 45-yard line.
Oh,
Launches it back
look
across
out.
his body, and it's intercepted again, it looks like. And it is. Stanton County able to take over once again at the 39-yard line. Try to
That's
see who
intercepted.
intercepted that one, as there were several players in the area, and then it kind of turned into a who has the ball type of deal. But Stanton County
Trillions will start
able
this
to come
drive at
away
their own
with yet
40.
another
First and
interception.
10.
Dakota Davidson had to become a defender from being a potential receiver, and he did a good job of being a defender.
That he did. 1:22 to go in quarter number one. Stanton County getting the ball back already on top, 8-0, and we'll see them go back to work with the option. It's Floyd with two backs behind him. As a man set in motion, Floyd pitches it out to Hines. Hines across the 40, gets to the 45-yard line, still on his feet, and finally getting brought down right at midfield. We'll see if it's enough to move the chains or not. It's at the 49 to the 50. Looks like it's going to be the 49. It's going to be 2nd and 1 for Stanton County. As Floyd hands it off the middle to RCO, plunges ahead across the 50 midfield, and be a first down for the Trojans at the Waynoka 48-yard line. 57 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Stanton County now in Waynoka territory.
Ball on the railroad 48.
Trojans taking their sweet time. 20 seconds left on the play clock. Floyd 40 on the game clock. As Floyd fakes the handoff, gives it off to Hines, racing again to the 45 to the 40, gets another first down, still on his feet down at the 34-yard line. It's another first down for the Trojans.
Trojans first down.
Once again, it's not that there's not contact, but the two ball carriers that are primary are so good, are so big that if you hit them up high, even around the waist, then they're going to carry you, and they do. If you get down way low, you'll trip them up, but you will certainly pay a bit of dues down there from time to time.
8 seconds left in the quarter. Floyd looks for somewhere to go. Instead, hands it back off to Angel Gonzalez, who gets tripped up at the 32-yard line. Only a gain of 3. And that'll be the last play of the first quarter. It'll be 2nd down for the Trojans when we resume play. Stanton County with an 8-0 lead on Waynoka here at the end of one.
Stanton County 8, Waynoka 0.
Folks, we'll take a quick break and be right back to Waynoka football here on KALV.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Homecoming next week. We'll be here. Sharon Mutual comes to town. Another team, Cade, that's pretty darn good.
Another team called the Trojans as well.
That's a
Back-to-back weeks having to fight off Trojans. We get back to action. Floyd with the back behind him. Fakes one handoff. Instead gives it back to Hines. Hines across the 30 to the 25. Still moving his legs to the 23-yard line. It'll be another first down for Stanton County.
That run is good for a Stanton County
Now
first
looks like
down.
we've got an injured Trojan down. Try to see who that is. $11:54 to go here in the first half.
This portion of this broadcast is brought to you by Rick George and Associates. As the referee tells us, we're going to have a stoppage of play on him. So this injury may take just a moment. Rick George and Associates, when you need the numbers done correctly, you need them to look good in the way they're presented. The other good is really up to you and your business, by the way. Rick George and Associates, Matt and Rick, will help you get it done like it needs to be done. And you see in the shot that the young man, a little bit gingerly, that's Ortega, Abraham Ortega, a junior. He'll tell his guys, go get them, and continue on over to the sidelines to recuperate, hopefully recuperate.
It's Floyd back to action with Arcio behind him. Hines is the end to his right. Hines now goes in motion, and Floyd fakes the handoff, gives it up to Arcio, barrels ahead to the 16-yard line. It'll be a nice pickup of about 6.
My was watching the ball handling. He did a little magic there.
He did. I mean, it was a kind of more of a fake handoff one way and then just
same guy. Same guy. Yeah, different hole.
Yeah, Floyd gives it back to Arcio. Another carry up the middle. That one not going as far. Still going to get near the first down line at the 13-yard line. So 3rd and short for Stanton County. Now we'll have a substitution as it looks like Areem Gonzalez is going to come in. 11:10 to go in the first half. Stanton County already with an 8-0 lead over the rails, driving yet again. 3rd and short. It's Floyd with Areem Gonzalez behind him. Hines is the man, hands it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez able to barrel ahead across the 10-yard line, down to about the 9 to the 8. I'm going to say the 8-yard line. It's another first down pickup for the Trojans.
Stanton County first down.
I mean, sometimes it's that simple. If it's a short yardage situation, just hand it to the big man.
Yeah, and it almost looks like the Oklahoma drill, you know. Give it to the ball carrier, and everybody in the world gets to jump on him. But he still got the first.
He still finds a way to get 5 yards. 10:30 to go in quarter number 2. First and goal now for the Trojans as Floyd hands it off to Arcio. Arcio to the 5 to the 4, and is finally brought down. Gain of 4 on the play. I mean, once again, just hand it off to whoever subs in as your fullback behind you.
And you look at Arcio, the ball carrier, and then look at the left tackle, number 77. And they're about the same size, very close to the same size. And 77 is large.
10 minutes to go in the first half. 2nd and goal for Stanton County at the Waynoka 4-yard line, moving left to right across your radio dial. It's Floyd. Looks, hands it off to Areem Gonzalez, who breaks one tackle, still trying to fight for yardage. Has nowhere to go, finally brought down, but all of that getting brought down the backfield is not going to mean a whole lot. Forward progress moves him up another yard.
But it means a whole lot to whoever hit him because they got him down.
It does. It also brings up 3rd and goal about the 3.5-yard line. And back in comes Arcio. 9:19 to go in the first half. Waynoka down 8-0, trying to get a big stand here. They need 2 more plays to do it. It's Floyd with Arcio behind him and Hines behind Arcio. Dotting the I. Arcio now moves a bit. It's a pitch out to Hines. Hines across the 5, rolls into the end zone, gets the corner, and scores. Touchdown, Stanton County. The Trojans move it to a 14-0 lead with 9 minutes to go in the second quarter with a 2-point try on the way. And I mean, that's just a beautiful executed play by them. You've been running fullback dives so many times, just fake it and pitch it to the outside man.
And they contained our edge really well.
Man goes in motion. Floyd does that same fake pitch, hands it up the middle to Areem Gonzalez. Does he get there?
Got a yellow flag.
There's a flag down, but the 2-point try for the moment is good.
Got a helmet on the ground and a flag on the ground.
See who the penalty is on. It looks like it would be against Stanton County the way they're moving back.
Mm-hmm. Hold.
And it is a hold on the Trojans.
Holding on the offense.
Move it back to the 13-yard line where they'll have to try again. And this time we might have to see them throw the ball. Trojans taking their sweet time here, huddling up, seeing what they want to run. You know how many 2-point tries you're going to have to take from the 13-yard line. They'll go more of a standard formation. We haven't seen this yet all night. Floyd with a back to his left.
Whoa.
The bobbled snap to Floyd just to pick it up the 25. Scrambling around, still at the 25. Looking, firing to the back of the end zone over everybody's head. And incomplete. Waynoka gets the stop on the 2-point try. That'll keep it a 14-0 ball game. Trojans still on top of the rails with 9 minutes to go here in the first half.
14, Waynoka 0.
So the Rails hold. They're down 14-0. They'll get the ball in just a moment. We'll be back right after this timeout.
What do you look for in a good ag lender? Local decision making? Quick responses on questions? Personalized business packages with a focus on your financial goals? Guidance with the latest technology? On-site visits with respect for your time and your schedule? Well, if that sounds good to you, you should give us a call. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the leader in ag lending.
Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, an equal housing lender, online at farmcreditloans.com.
We are very fortunate to live, to work, and to be able to play in this part of the world. We're also thankful for all of our blessings, our friends, and our neighbors in and around the Waynoka area. One of our big blessings is having our own animal doctor. That's Dr. Michaela Zook. Dr. Michaela Zook is now located in downtown Waynoka and can be reached at any time by telephone, 580-554-0226. Dr. Michaela Zook. One more blessing at our hometown veterinarian.
Who could have the newest convertible?
Welcome back to Waynoka. The Rails find themselves in a 14-0 hold of the Trojans of Stanton County. It looks like it will be Hines kicking off once again at the 40-yard line. Everything's been an onside so far. I would expect nothing different here. Kick on the way as that one will be fair caught at about the 36-yard line by Corbin Ferguson.
And Waynoka will start this drive at their own 33, 1st and 10.
As the Rails offense comes back out again, it's darn to get in that situation they've been in the first few games where you find yourself in a 2-possession deficit. You've got to find a way to get some offense rolling. Longoria with 2 backs, 1 to each side, and a receiver on the far side. As Longoria gets the snap, fakes one way, flips it back over to Davidson, caught the 35, out to the 40, 45, brought down for a first down, but flags everywhere.
Pass is brought in, but there's flag on the play.
As soon as Davidson started to turn the corner, flags just started flying in. See, as it stands right now, it's a first down for Waynoka, but I think this is going to back the Rails up a bit and be a hold. So it looks like the call is going to be, it is a hold against the Rails.
Holding on the offense.
So the hold moves it back to about the 33, 32-yard line. About 10 yards from the spot of the hole, it'll set up 1st and 14 for Waynoka as Longoria takes the snap, fires over to his left. That one is nearly tipped away, intended for Howardson. We got another flag down. His number 22, Areem Gonzalez, was in the area.
Intended receiver, Roland George. It was a little bit high for him.
Let's see what the flag is here. Personal foul. Looks like roughing the passer, I think, against Stanton County.
On the defense.
We have first down for the Rails. Able to lose yardage from the penalty and then immediately gain it back. 8:41 to go here in the second quarter. Waynoka now with the 1st and 10. Its own 47-yard line. Referee had to go pick his flag back up, and now we're just about ready for play once again. Longoria Tie formation, two backs behind him. Longoria hands it up the middle and getting just about maybe half a yard at most. Going immediately into the pile, trying to see who that was. It looked like it was Davidson on the carry.
And actually, that's about as good as that could turn out. He got his foot stepped on coming away from the center, almost dropped the ball, slammed it to the running back who was met by just about everybody. So, okay, let's try this again.
Longoria with a back to his left in hammer time, and then two receivers stacked out wide. Now man comes back in motion. Davidson all the way over to the left. Longoria takes a snap, looking for somewhere to go. Eventually gets brought down back at the 42-yard line, and a big sack for Stanton County. Was trying to find an open man, and by the time he could see one, there were defenders all around it.
And we were talking about a lot of anybody that's a good player in 8-man is going to go both ways, and the two running backs are great defenders. If we're going to throw the ball, it's got to be short because it's not going to take much time for somebody to get back with the quarterback.
3rd and 15 for the Rails at their own 42-yard line. Receiver to the left, motion out. Longoria just pitches it on a shovel pass that goes just about nowhere to, looks like it was hammer time. Bring up 4th and about 14 for the Rails. 7 minutes to go until halftime. Looks like Rails might be just punting it away, which I would say is probably the smart thing to do down 14-0. You don't want to give Stanton County really good field position again if you don't have to. Goes back to Longoria. Longoria fakes it around, head of pressure, slides down at the 42-yard line, just got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's where the Trojans will take over.
Turnover on downs.
I mean, it was Longoria got the ball, had about nowhere to go instantly. Just immediate rush from the Trojans, had to scramble for his life. And so Stanton County able to bring the pressure on the punt. And that is where the Trojans will take over the 42-yard line of the Rails. .6:36 to go in the first half. Stanton County with the ball and a 14-0 lead. As Floyd with two backs behind him fakes one handoff, gives it back around to Areem Gonzalez, who rumbles across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. We've got another flag.
Flag after the play.
Trying to see what that one was. It looks like maybe one of the Waynoka players saying something to Gonzalez as he was down on the floor. He landed down on the field, and one of the Waynoka players was in the area looking down at him saying something. I don't know if he was messing with his leg or what that was, but one of the refs saw it, tried to throw his flag up as high as he could. Now he's explaining it to the head ref.
Now we're going to talk some more to another one. No, we're going to walk it off.
Let's see who the flag's on. It looks like it's going to be on Stanton County. They're walking this back to midfield. Maybe somebody said something.
Most assuredly.
That might have prompted the reaction from one of the Waynoka players. It's going to be a personal foul against Stanton County. Going to move it all the way back to their own 47-yard line with 6:25 to go here in the second quarter. So it'll bring up first and about a country mile for Stanton County.
So they're trying to get off of the stack. The ball, the guy with the ball's on the bottom, and he did something that brought that flag out.
And it's after the play, so the down counts. So it's 2nd and 21 now for Stanton County as Floyd pitches it out to Hines. Hines across the 45, rolls to the 50, 45. Finally thrown down out of bounds at about the 43-yard line, back into Waynoka territory. Does all that, and it's still going to set up about a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8 situation.
After the play, we'll bring up a 3rd down.
Actually, a little bit longer than that. About 3rd and 11.
Nick's on the tackle with some help.
Halfway through the second quarter, still a 14-0 ball game as Floyd hands it off to RCO, goes up the middle, gets hit at the original line of scrimmage, and that's it. 4th and 10 for the Trojans. Back
I would,
to the Waynoka 42.
I would doubt that they kick.
I would doubt it too. You're already up 2 scores. You're in railroader territory. They've just got to continue to play their type of offense, and it's been working so far.
It has. And 10 yards is not a long ways for those ball players.
It's not.
For those ball carriers. 5:23, and the clock running. We're in the first half. Rails are down 14-0.
10 seconds on the play clock now, 5:15 on the game clock. Floyd with RCO behind him. It looks like we will get the first timeout of the game. Timeout going to be taken by Stanton County.
This portion of tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Long's Gas Company in Alva. Want to thank the people at Long's for supporting all things in Northwest Oklahoma. I know they'll be sponsoring on the broadcast tonight of the Gold Bugs in Alva, as well as the Railroaders in Waynoka, and we thank them for that. Kate, I participated in the parade today, the homecoming parade for Alva. It was a huge parade. It really was. Good. Yeah. It was a great parade. Lots of enthusiasm. A lot of kids proud of their schools. Next week it'll be homecoming here in Waynoka, and it'll be Sharon Mutual in town.
That it will, and we do not have an update on the Alva score actually right now, so we'll work to maybe see if we want to bring that up at halftime or not. But once again, interesting formation for Stanton County, which is a normal formation for just about anybody else in 8-man. As Floyd with two receivers to his right now, one motions back in Hines. Floyd takes the snap, scrambles around, back at the 50, fires it across, and it is incomplete.
And the pass ball
intended for Hines, but just a bit low. Waynoka taking back over on downs at their own 42.
Nicely done in a couple of areas, including Nix back here on the corner. Now, the ball was thrown behind the receiver, but Nix was there to defend. It was thrown behind the receiver because we got really good rush on the quarterback.
I mean, that was great pressure by the Rails, as you mentioned. 5:08 to go in quarter number 2. Waynoka back with the ball. Longoria with the back to his left, hands it off to Homerton. Homerton finds a hole, gets across the 45, still trying to, so we're still turning at the 47 before finally being stopped. And not really stopped, he just wasn't able to move anymore. The refs had to blow the play down.
He had the ball wrapped up.
Two different Trojans on him, and he was not letting that play go.
Nope, not going to quit, not going to give you the ball. Here we go.
So it's up 2nd and 5 as Longoria with a receiver near side, and the back to his left. Longoria takes the snap, wants QB run, hammered back at the 44-yard line, tries to move up to the 45. Officials will keep this at the 44, a loss of 3 on the QB draw.
Whew. That got tough quick.
That did. I mean, that hole just closed immediately.
It did.
You might say it never even opened with how quick it closed.
I probably wouldn't have said that, no. Well, I might have. 4:05 clock running first half. Rails down 14-0 and a beautiful night in Waynoka. Come on out and watch.
3rd and 7 for the Rails. Longoria with Homerton as the back to his left, has a receiver out far side to the right. Now we're going to get a timeout, it looks like, taken by Waynoka. 3:46 to go in quarter number 2. Stanton County, the 14-0 lead over the Rails. We'll take a quick break and be right back with Waynoka football here on KALV.
Come for the day, or we can stay. You'll have a great time in Waynoka.
Get your kids ready. Spooktacular 2025 is coming to downtown Waynoka Saturday, October 25th, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Things start off with breakfast at 8 a.m. and then includes a lot of events throughout the day, including but not limited to the Fry and Trio feed, the Candy Ride, Scavenger Hunt, Haunted Hay Rack Trail Ride, and the Barrel Train. Check it out. It's Spooktacular 2025 Saturday, October 25th, 2 to 10 p.m. downtown Waynoka.
Visit Waynoka, the little city by the sand.
Welcome back as Longoria looking for somewhere to go and gets dropped back at the 37-yard line, where it'll set up 4th and long for the Rails. Make it a 4th and 15 for Waynoka. And the Rails with 3:19 to go in quarter number 2, facing that 14-0 deficit that stayed there for a little bit. We'll have to punt it once again. Snap goes away, kick on its way, and it will go back to about the 35, rolling to the 30 to 29, 28-yard line before finally being downed by Roland George. So Stanton County will take back over 2:58 to go in the first half at its own 28. And this is one of those games that has been run the ball, run the ball, run the ball type of deal. There's not been a lot of passing. It's just been one of the simpler option style attacks that Stanton County has been able to run just about to perfection here. That's how they've gotten both their touchdowns, just playing the option. It's Floyd flips it away into Hines. Hines gets across the 30, breaks it back to the 35, to the 38-yard line, right at the sticks. It'll be a first down for the Trojans. I mean, once again, it's just one of those simple plays. Fake it to the back, send it around, pitch it off to your end, and let him run. I mean, it is old school option football as Stanton County continuing to let that clock bleed as much as it can every once in a while. This is one of those times down to 2:23 to play in the first half. Trojans with that 14-0 lead. 1st and 10. Floyd with 2 backs behind him. Now speeding it out, and we've got a flag.
Flag on the play.
Tried to shift around, and as they did, it's either a false start or a legal shift, I would think. Flags look like it would be against the Trojans. It's going to be, looks like a false start, or that would be a false start. So I'll move it back to the 34-yard line. It's the 5-yard penalty. 1st and 15 for the Trojans. 2:15 to go in the opening half as Hines, once again the man in motion, gets the carry, breaks it back out to the right side at 35-40, 45-50, scoots across the man, cuts back 40, 35-30, 25, stiff arms a man to the 20, down to the 15-yard line, breaks another tackle, 10-5, touchdown Stanton County. And a big run around by Sean Hines to race down the field, cuts all the way to the right, scoots all the way back left, and strikes again to make it 20-0 Stanton County on top of Waynoka. The Trojans will go for 2 right at the 2-minute mark here in the first half. And that is not what you needed if you're Waynoka here late in that first half, trying to get a little bit of momentum going into halftime, see what the second half looks like, and Stanton County just continuing to try to pour it on. Floyd with 2 backs behind him on the 2-point try, hands it up the middle to Gonzalez, and Areem Gonzalez strolls on in for the 2-point try, and that'll make it 22-0 Stanton County on top of Waynoka with 2 minutes to go in the first half. We'll take another break and be right back with Waynoka football here on KALV.
America's Oasis, a whole new world of off-road delight. America's Oasis, joining the north edge of the Little Sahara State Park just south of Waynoka, is open for business, and they invite you and your family to come stay and play. To explore all the possibilities, go to their website, americasoasis.com, and see the many ways you can come to Northwest Oklahoma and play in the sand. America's Oasis, an amazing concept. You have to experience it to believe it. Come visit America's Oasis, just south of Waynoka, the little city by the sand. Warm up with a class at Northwest Technology Center this month. Choose one of our evening classes, including computer fundamentals, cooking, health-related courses, business development, and much more. Northwest Technology Center also offers training for your business at your convenience. Contact us today for more information at 580-327-0344 in Alva or 580-227-3708 in Fairview. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life.
back in Waynoka, where the Trojans have struck once again a 22-0 lead for Stanton County. It was Hines who scored the touchdown on the big 66-yard run, getting ready to kick it away. It's been onside all the way so far, as you'd expect, and I would expect this kick to be nothing different as Hines puts toe to leather, and that one will sail to about the 30 to 25-yard line, eventually having to fall on it is Davidson back at the 23-yard line, and that's where the Rails will set up shop.
And the Railroaders will start this drive at their own 24. First and 10.
We'll move to the 24-yard line, and that's where Waynoka will start, still at that 2-minute mark here in the first half. Waynoka now down 22-0, trying to get some positive momentum here before halftime. Longoria still out at quarterback with an empty backfield. Nobody around him. He's got two receivers spaced out just a little bit. Not a 100% bunch set. As Longoria takes a snap, hands off to Davidson. Davidson gets a head full of steam, gets a first down across the 30, 35 to the 40-yard line, out at the 43. And a big play there. Just a little pitch to Davidson and let him go.
Down, Railroader.
19 yards. Nice looking play.
Just slant everything to the left, flip it back right, and a first down for Waynoka. 1:52 to go in the first half. Rails down 22-0, trying to move the ball down the field and get it in the end zone for the first time today. Longoria with an in, with like a back set to his right, two receivers to his left, one now comes in motion, fakes a handoff to Davidson. Longoria taking the snap, trying to find any open room he can, gets about a yard to the left to the 44-yard line, and that's where he's brought down. It'll be 2nd and 9. Longoria just trying to find any running room he could, and credit on him just to even find that yard. .126 to go in the opening half. 2nd and 9 for the Rails. Longoria with two receivers to his left, takes the snap, hands it off again to Davidson. Davidson head full of steam to the 50, still fighting defenders, the 49-yard line. Stanton County trying to say that it's a fumble forced by Floyd. Officials are going to say that he's down. 1 minute to go in the first half. Refs are looking back at the Stanton County sideline. Coaches are saying that's a fumble, give us the ball. And now the officials are going to talk about it. Here at the Trojan 49-yard line, it's either 3rd down and short for the Rails, with 59 seconds to go in the first half, and you're thinking you're driving, you're at midfield, or if it's Stanton County, it's a takeaway, and you've got another opportunity to strike before the half ends.
It happened awfully quick, like it usually does, but it appeared to me that the two guys that slammed the ball carrier down did that. So the ball came out as he hit the ground. One guy was pulling it away, though, so they might be saying he got it before the ball carrier hit the ground. So we're going to talk about it.
Says the officials talking to Coach Slater.
Do you see what it is? 105?
Looks like they're going to put it at 105 on the clock, I think is maybe what they're trying to signal here.
I believe you're right.
So they'll put it back to 105, and they're signaling 3rd down for Waynoka. So at the end of that, Rails get to keep the ball in Trojan territory at the 49-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd and about a long 1.5 as Longoria drops back, rolls to his right, now races across, lobs it from the 50 to an open man. It's Millage at the 20, the 15, slides and hits the 10-yard marker. And a big first down for the Rails down to the 12-yard line. A massive 37-yard play for the Rails.
36, 37. Close enough. Under a minute, this would be a good time to do it, wouldn't it?
It would. Is Millage able to come up with that big reception?
That really looked pretty.
It did.
Whoop. What are we doing?
Now the officials are going around. They got to get the chain gang caught up.
All right.
That's what they're waiting on. And it looks like we're going to add a personal foul on top of it.
Personal foul on the defense.
So that'll move it inside the 10, half the distance of the goal, puts it first and goal at the 6 for Waynoka.
First down and goal to go, ball to 6.
Longoria with Hammer time as the back to his left, has a receiver in Davidson out all the way to the far side to his right. Longoria takes his snap, hands it off to Hammer time. Hammer time, head full of steam up the middle, gets stopped at the 1, just short. 50 seconds to go and the clock running.
I'm really, really wanting to hear Mr. Taylor
Run gets down to the 1 yard line.
yell
Second and goal.
Railroaders touchdown.
I am too. 40 seconds to go in the first half. Rails still in the huddle, now breaking it. Longoria once again, 2 backs behind him in Hammer time, and Davidson. Longoria tries to punch ahead. Is he in? Ref's saying no. It's going to be 3rd and goal at the 1.
No gain on
And a
the play.
timeout going to be taken by Coach Slater. 19 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and goal coming up for Waynoka at the 1.
At the half, Cherie Truesdale will join me to talk about a big event that's coming up at the Little Sahara State Park at America's Oasis.
3rd down and goal.
You mentioned
Ball just outside the goal line.
Coach Payson Slater. We have a new Little Slater.
We do.
Oh, yeah. So we want to say hi to Jen and Sam like we always do, but we'll also say hi to Blake. Blake's the new one.
Just trying to get across the goal line.
There's
Only
not
19 seconds to do it.
There's really not any bulk, anybody with enough bulk for us to be able to do that. So
If we could ask to borrow 44 or 22 maybe for a play.
just for one play, yeah.
Just for one play.
Or put them on the sidelines.
That would also work.
That would work. So what I'm thinking is you got to do something a little bit not straight ahead. Let's see.
Longoria getting the instructions, telling everybody where they need to go. Longoria standing at the 5, has Hammer time as the back to his left, a receiver all the way out to his right now, a receiver far side to the left in Millage, Davidson on the right. Longoria takes a snap, lobs it across the middle.
I think he hit him.
Caught!
Touchdown!
Caught! Touchdown, Waynoka!
Railroaders!
As Longoria able to lob it into the end zone where it's hauled in by Davidson, and the Rails are on the board with 14 seconds to go in the first half.
And that was sure enough 2 things, a good throw and a good catch. That had to go through a pretty small envelope there.
It did. I mean, just firing it in, and the Rails on the board now going for 2 is Waynoka. Longoria still with Hammer time, has the back to his left. Still a receiver out on that far side. I still believe it's Davidson. Longoria takes his name, hands it off to Hammer time. Hammer time hit at the 1, does not get in on the 2-point try.
No good.
So 14 seconds to go in the first half. Waynoka on the board, trailing 22-6 to Stanton County.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back in Waynoka 22-6.
Core Bank in Waynoka was so named because of their customers. The name speaks to strength, substance, strong character, plus sound banking principles, heart, and soul. Offering strong, convenient banking in their community has been the aim, the goal of Core Bank of Waynoka, with a foundation dating to the early 1900s and shepherded for the last 50 years. Headed by President Mick George and now Weston Hill, Vice President and Loan Officer. Core Bank, member FDIC, serving the community from downtown Waynoka. Call or come by. Proudly supporting all things Northwest Oklahoma. Go Rails!
Welcome back here in Waynoka, where the Rails able to get on the board for the first time this evening. Now trailing only 22-6 to Stanton County, and a much-needed touchdown there by Waynoka just to get a little bit of, I've been talking about it, trying to get that momentum, trying to get that confidence to start half number 2. Still 14 seconds to play in the first half, as I would expect another onside kick attempt. And I mean, this could be big. In theory, if you recover this, you're at midfield with 10 seconds and maybe an opportunity to sling it a little bit, see what you could come up with. The kick on the way, instead it's going to be slapped right down the middle, picked up at the 25-yard line by Hines. Hines rumbling around across the 35-30, gets to the 40 to 45. He's finally brought down. They'll check and say it's the 44-yard line. 7 seconds to go until halftime.
Corbin Ferguson riding him all the way there.
First and 10, Stanton County.
At halftime, my guest will be Cherie Truesdale. We'll be talking about a big event coming up at the Little Sahara State Park and America's Oasis.
7 seconds to go in the first half. It's Floyd with two backs behind him. As Floyd will simply take a knee, and that'll take us to halftime. Waynoka trailing 22-6 to Stanton County.
And at the half, your score, Stanton County.
So folks, we'll take another quick break and be right back with Waynoka football here on KALV.
Holder Drug, your local pharmacy. Stop in and check out some of the new available items at Holders, starting with our hanging scrolls and banners. Expecting a child soon? Holder Drug is the perfect place for your baby registry. Find more information by stopping by the door or visit us online at holderdrug.com. As always, free delivery with your medications and prescriptions, along with specials at the fountain. That's Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.
Rachel's Cafe in downtown Waynoka is like its owner. Beautiful. From the front door, clear through. You'll love the look, the feel, and you'll love the taste at Rachel's Cafe. With a full menu and a daily special, Rachel's is burgers, calf fries, and much, much more. Open Tuesday through Thursday from 11 to 4 and Friday and Saturday from 11 to 7 p.m. Say hi to Rachel and her great staff in downtown Waynoka.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
We are very fortunate to live, to work, and to be able to play in this part of the world. We're also thankful for all of our blessings, our friends, and our neighbors in and around the Waynoka area. One of our big blessings is having our own animal doctor. That's Dr. Michaela Zook. Dr. Michaela Zook is now located in downtown Waynoka and can be reached at any time by telephone, 580-554-0226. Dr. Michaela Zook. One more blessing. And our hometown veterinarian.
America's Oasis, a whole new world of off-road delight. America's Oasis, joining the north edge of the Little Sahara State Park just south of Waynoka, is open for business, and they invite you and your family to come stay and play. To explore all the possibilities, go to their website, americasoasis.com, and see the many ways you can come to Northwest Oklahoma and play in the sand. America's Oasis, an amazing concept. You have to experience it to believe it. Come visit America's Oasis, just south of Waynoka, the little city by the sand.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome to halftime. If you were not paying attention, or maybe you were paying attention and went, well, I don't hear anything, it's because we lost audio for a little bit, but we had Mr. Taylor put hands on it. I've seen him do that with people, and it works too, but this really, he jumped right back, Kate. I think we're in good shape.
I think we are. It just needed a little bit of a reset for whatever reason. You got to love technology sometimes.
We just don't want to get too far from Mr. Taylor. We may need him to lay hands on our stuff again.
That's true.
We should take him on the road probably with us.
That might be a good idea.
He'd enjoy the trip to Tyrone, I promise you. So Cherie Truesdale joins me once again. Cherie and I have worked together many times doing basketball games and, well, all kinds of stuff. And every time, well, never mind. I was going to say every time you show up we have trouble, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not. Welcome.
Well, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. How did the last time we talked, you had a big event coming up. How'd it go?
We had a pretty good turnout. It wasn't too big, but it was pretty warm that weekend, but we didn't have any injuries, so that's the best part.
So there was let's see. You did some crazy things where there could have been injury.
Right. They flipped a UTV up backwards and landed on a mat, and they were fine. They did break their axle, but they were okay.
Everything's fine. Nothing that $3,500 won't fix. We're good.
Or more.
Or more. So, Cherie, the America's Oasis is just an amazing thing, and this always comes to my mind first. One of the very first things that Ben Davis did, the owner of America's Oasis, was to make sure that he was associated with the town of Waynoka.
Yes, he annexed himself back into city limits.
And has put up wonderful facilities. Now you've got a big event coming up, and I heard you talking off the mic here that most everything in town is rented for people where people stay.
Right. All the camper spots that we know of are taken. In fact, we're pulling other spots and dry camping spots for generators so people can come and enjoy it. We're pretty booked.
Well, tell me all about this thing, because I really don't know about it.
So October 2nd through the 5th, Thursday through Saturday of next week, we have UTV Invasion. A guy named Trevor is coming, and he brings a big group of people with him, and we're going to have races at the short course. They're going to have races out at the dunes as well, and they're going to have a wheelie contest at the dunes, and we'll have drag racing. And I think the last count we had over 25 vendors coming.
You mean like food trucks and T-shirt sales and things, all kinds?
Yes, I think it might be close to 30.
Wow. You've been with America's Oasis, you and your husband Scott, really from the very beginning, haven't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep, we started building out there, and we've been out there ever since. Now we're building for individual people, individual donors that have bought property, and they're building out there as well.
I saw a presentation on Facebook, I believe, of how it had added where you're selling lots and people are building different kinds of things, right?
Yeah, there's Airbnbs, houses. We're hoping to sell some commercial lots soon so we can have some commercial buildings out there. And then Ben has plans to finish the venue, which is a 60,000 square foot place out there that's already up, but he has plans to finish that.
Really? 60 what?
60,000 square feet.
Whoa. So the UTV invasion, have these people been here before? It sounds familiar to me for some reason.
This is a third year for UTV Invasion. It's different than UTV Takeover. They have 3 or 4 events a year throughout the United States. And this year at Waynoka is really exciting. We're having East Coast against West Coast drag racing. So people are coming from both sides of the United States to see who's best at racing.
You really kind of have to see that to appreciate it. I mean, it is a legitimate drag strip that sits on sand.
Right. Yes, it's a professional drag strip with a professional tree with lighting system and everything.
So is the way America's Oasis is being rolled out, is that pretty much the way that Ben envisioned it being?
I think he has a lot of visions that have not, they're not finished yet. I think he's got a lot of plans. He always says he's on phase 1. So I don't know what that means, but he's got a lot of dreams.
So if there's 5 phases, we got a ways to go.
Right. Yep, that's right.
So you and Scott, I mean, once again, from the very beginning, you must like what you do.
We like building for people. That's like, obviously Scott, it's his, he's very talented at it, and I like helping him. And yeah, so we're pretty excited to be able to work at home and provide these places for people to come and stay.
So when you and I were working a basketball game a couple of 3 years ago, your son was down in junior high. Now is he a senior?
He's a sophomore.
Well, okay, it was an S word, so I was close. He has come a ways, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's getting pretty big.
Good kid.
He is a good kid. I'm very proud of him.
Should be. Learns a bunch of that at the breakfast table, I'm thinking.
Well, maybe.
Maybe. Anna Marie has got all she can handle out there, but you're her right hand or left hand, I'm not sure which.
I try to help her out. I try to help keep the events going, and my responsibility is a drag strip. I run the computer system for the drag strip, and so that's really exciting until things go wrong.
I was going to say, I announced drag races some, used to a lot, and those timing things are, well, if it can go wrong, it goes wrong.
Yeah, there's sensors that can get sand in it, and then it shuts the whole system down, and you have to restart. It's a whole deal, just like your computer system.
Yeah, isn't it wonderful?
Yeah.
Cherie, thank you for joining us, and good luck on this UTV thing will take care of itself.
Yeah, you guys can come out. I mean, it is $20 to get inside the venue area with all the vendors, but then you can watch all the races for free, and there's a lot of entertainment. There's going to be dance parties every night, free breakfast in the morning with pancakes, and so I think it's going to be a good event.
I'll share this with you before we let you go and get back to action in the second half. Just a few weeks ago, we had our all-school reunion here in Waynoka, and it was so fun to see and hear, because we do the reunion every 5 years. Well, 5 years ago, we were all measuring our faces for masks and deciding if we were going to stay inside the rest of our lives. So we didn't have the reunion. So for most of these people, it had been out of town. It had been 10 years since they've been back here. They were amazed at America's Oasis.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to see the progress out there, there's houses going up left and right. And people are investing in our town, and that's wonderful to see.
It is, it is. Cherie Truesdale, thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And we'll be back with the second half of action with the one and only Cade Kennedy right after this timeout.
Warm up with a class at Northwest Technology Center this month. Choose one of our evening classes, including computer fundamentals, cooking, health-related courses, business development, and much more. Northwest Technology Center also offers training for your business at your convenience. Contact us today for more information at 580-327-0344 in Alva or 580-227-3708 in Fairview. Northwest Technology Center is preparing students for success in education, careers, and life.
Come for the day, or we can stay. You'll have a great time in Waynoka.
Get your kids ready. Spooktacular 2025 is coming to downtown Waynoka Saturday, October 25th, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Things start off with breakfast at 8 a.m. and then includes a lot of events throughout the day, including but not limited to the Fry and Trio feed, the Candy Ride, Scavenger Hunt, Haunted Hay Rack Trail Ride, and the Barrel Train. Check it out. It's Spooktacular 2025 Saturday, October 25th, 2 to 10 p.m. downtown Waynoka.
Visit Waynoka, the little city by the sand.
It's halftime in Waynoka. Rails are down 22-6. Here to give you a little breakdown and some scores from around the country. And anything else he wants to do is Cade Kennedy.
Well, looking at some of the games, we talked a little bit about homecoming in Alva tonight, and so far it is not going the way you'd want it to if you're a fan of the Bugs. Cassidy up 27-0 in the second quarter over Alva. Some Class C action. District play started for everybody else except Waynoka, so briefly mentioning that. Timberlake on top of Balco Forgan 28-8. Sharon Mutual a 50-8 lead over Buffalo still in the second quarter, I believe is the last time I saw it. And last update, we have Tyrone on top of Cribblin Hillsdale 14-0. So those are some of the scores kind of to keep an eye on as the night goes on, as we're about ready to start the second half, it looks like, here in Waynoka. We'll have the onside kick attempt for Stanton County. This one will be booted to about the 40-yard line, where it's bobbled around, and the Trojans, I think, have fallen on it at the 41. No, they're going to say Waynoka has it. Waynoka was able to get a good recovery there from who else? The guy that's been on every big special teams play, and Corbin Ferguson.
Railroader first down.
That was almost a bad deal.
Almost.
Oh, my.
But it wasn't.
Nope, it wasn't.
Waynoka will take over at their own.
So the Rails will have the ball at the 41-yard line, going from right to left across your radio dial. Waynoka needed that. They did not. You cannot give up an onside kick to start the second half after you'd worked all that way to get back, as Longoria, first play, keeps it himself and gets pummeled at the 37-yard line. Check that 38-yard line.
Runner brought down in the backfield.
And Stanton County coming out with some authority here to start the second half. Actually, be marked back at the 39, so Longoria able to save a couple of yards there, but still a loss of about 3. Check that too. So second and about 12 for the Rails. 11:30 to go in quarter number 3. Waynoka trailing at 22-6. Longoria with a receiver all the way out to the left and the back to his right. Hands it off up the middle across the 40, getting hit at the 42-yard line. Looked like that was a handoff to Homertown.
He runs straight up enough that when he takes a hit, it's a smack now.
To the 43-yard line. Waynoka still on its own side of the field, trying to get to midfield to that 49-yard line of Stanton County, where they need the first down. 3rd and 9 for the Rails. 10:50 to go in quarter number 3. Rails trailing by 16. Longoria with the back to his left, receiver all the way out on the far side to his right. Longoria hands it off to Homertime. Homertime finds a bit of a hole, rumbles to the 44-yard line, tried to get a little bit more, and as he was turning upfield to his right, gets shut down. It'll be a 1-yard gain and 4th and 8 for the Rails. I would think you're at midfield, you would go for it here already in the second half.
One would think.
It's Coach Slater going to talk to Weston for a moment, give him the play as he'll relay it to everybody else. 10-10 to go in quarter number 3. Waynoka need to convert on this 4th and 8. Its own 44. Longoria still with Homertime as the back shifts over to his right, has a receiver to each side, split all the way out. As Longoria takes the snap, rolls right, Still scanning, trying to find Sart. Takes it upfield, gets across the 40 to the 45 before being brought down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a few at Stanton County, able to get the turnover on downs.
Stanton County will start
So
first
not
and
the
10.
start you wanted for the second half for Waynoka, but unfortunately it's the start you're dealt.
That one didn't have much promise to it because they walked up to the line of scrimmage, but then they had 4 guys backing off to 3 receivers, so it was tough downfield.
It's Ian Floyd with a back behind him at the Waynoka 47-yard line, going from left to right. Does the fake handoff in the air before handing it off to Joshua Arcio, who stumbles to the 43-yard line. And once again, just that simple offense, no need to change it. Just get 4 yards in a cloud of dust.
George makes the tackle, makes the original hit anyway.
2nd and 6 for the Trojans. 9:26 to go in quarter number 3 with a 22-6 lead, Stanton County. It's Floyd once again with RCO behind him. Number 18, Sean Hines, will be the man in motion from right to left as it's a handoff to Hines. Hines gets outside to the right, breaks a tackle to the 40, across the 35-30, finally brought down at the 29-yard line. Looked like in on the stop was Wyatt Millage in there. Now Hines is not getting up and he's rolling over. We're going to have an official timeout for the injury to Hines.
This portion of our broadcast is brought to you by Mock Resources with offices in Waynoka and around the world. We appreciate our sponsors so much. Railroaders taking a knee in respect along their bounds line. As they work on the young man from Stanton County.
And Hines has been one of those players that he has made big run after big run all night for the Trojans.
Yes, and he's pretty much starred for them on defense also.
He has, and he's still getting worked on down there. 8:58 to go in the third quarter. Stanton County with the 22-6 lead is finally Hines being helped up.
The more he walks, the more he shakes off his help, so maybe it's one of those walk it off deals.
Hopefully it is. Trojans will set back up 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line, I want to say, maybe 28. Clock will now run once again, 8:56 to go in quarter number 3, as Floyd will pitch it out to Angel Gonzalez. Gonzalez around the 40 or around the 30 to 20, down to the 15-yard line. Will be another first down for Stanton County.
Be good for a Stanton County first
Just that
down.
pitch outside to the left and give it to someone and watch him take off. First and 10 at the 18-yard line for the Trojans. Got right to the sticks they needed to for that first down. 8:36 to go in quarter number 3 now. It's Floyd once again with 2 backs behind him. Arcio a bit off to his right. And Irene Gonzalez straight behind him. It's a handoff to Gonzalez. Gonzalez cuts back towards the 20-yard line, gets back to the 18 line of scrimmage, and that's about all he's going to get.
This is 8-man football, and there were 5 guys on him.
Tells you a lot about the size of these guys.
It does. It does.
Still at the 18-yard line. They'll mark it about 17 and a half, I guess. If we're splitting hairs here,
let's do.
It'll be 2nd and 9.
Okay.
7:53 to go in quarter number 3. Still a 22-6 lead for Stanton County. Floyd, same formation, still has Arcio behind him. Instead, it's a pitch off to Hines, who's back in the game. Hines the 15 before he's brought down by 3 different rails in the area. Looked like it. Try to see who that is. It was Stetson Nix leading the charge.
At the shoelaces.
Gain of 2 on the play.
And that's really the best way to stop the big backs. But it can get a little tough down there because the feet are moving, you know what I mean?
That it can. 3rd and 7 for Stanton County. Check that 3rd and 6. The Waynoka 15-yard line. It's Floyd, similar formation, 2 backs behind him. Now Hines moves off just to the end, leaving RCO all alone. Now Hines will move back in motion. It's a handoff to RCO up the middle to about the 10-yard line. It'll be another first down for Stanton County. First and goal for the Trojans.
Man.
Covering up a first down and goal.
The 2 blocks that were thrown for him at the line of scrimmage gave him a hole that really and truly a car could have driven through.
6:37 to go in the third quarter. Stanton County already up 22-6 now at the 8-yard line of the rails. It's Floyd with a handoff up the middle to Arim Gonzalez. Gonzalez tries to make a man miss, gets down to the 5, and that's all he's going to get, just the short gain of 3. And sometimes by design, that's about as well as a play you can run if you're the Waynoka defense. Just
yeah, he got about all he could get.
2 yards are going to appear. That's just how it's designed when you have someone that big.
True.
Bring up second and goal from that 5-yard line, already halfway through the third quarter. The Trojans taking their sweet time, 15 seconds on the play clock. 5:48 to go now in quarter number 3. Floyd hurries his way up. RCO in the back with a motion around. Hands it up to RCO up the middle. Stumbles around. Did he get into the end zone? No, he didn't. The ball might have come out. Waynoka celebrating like it came out, and it was a fumble. Waynoka gets it.
Whoa! First down, Railroaders.
And that is a big-time stop, getting RCO to fumble the ball there. Pops out, rails fall on it, and a massive shift of momentum there, preventing the touchdown and getting the ball. The unfortunate part is now you're backed up at your own 1.
Hey.
But you take it. You 100% take that.
Take it right where it is.
Now Longoria standing in the end zone with a back behind him. Man comes in motion. Longoria will hand it up the middle. Found a hole for a moment. About the 4-yard line. Try to see who it is. It looks like it's a handoff to maybe Davidson. Either Davidson or Hammertime have been 2 of the main guys tonight.
Send Weston Longoria right back in before he got to the coach for a play. So I'm thinking we're going to run the same play again, probably to just 1 slot over.
Would not shock me. Hammertime is the back to the left of Longoria, receiver to each side. Longoria hands it off to Hammertime. Hammertime breaks some room to the right side, gets across the 10-yard line to the 15, or not to the 15 yet, but wishful thinking on my part, to about the 10-yard line. Will be a first down for Waynoka.
There we go. There we go.
Railroader first down.
Something Mr. Taylor has not said too many times tonight.
It's the ball placed at the 11-yard line. 4:40 to go in quarter number 3. Waynoka trailing 22-6. But now trying to move the 99 yards needed down the field after forcing that fumble at the 1.
Why not?
As Longoria all by himself for the moment. Now everyone getting bunched around him. Looks like I have a receiver built out on each side. Longoria will fake a handoff. Now he does hand the ball off up the middle as Millage, it looked like. Oh, no, it is Davidson.
That's a nice gain.
That is. It gets it to the 19-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 after the run.
Coming to 4 minutes now in the third quarter. Rails down 22-6, but they have the football, moving from right to left, from west to east.
The Rails giving themselves just a bit of breathing room, and now that's opened up the offense a little bit more. Trying to continue this march of a drive going. 3:45 now on the clock in quarter number 3. Longoria with a back behind him, receiver out to his left. Now the man Davidson goes in motion. It's a handoff to Davidson, going all the way to the right, getting across to about the 20-yard line, and that is where he's brought down, or it'll be 3rd down.
That thing takes so long it unravels, is because the 2 guys that were back covering the deep part of the field just flow along the line. Further it extends, the further they flow, and they're there when you get to the edge. It's a long ways from one side of one edge to the other.
3rd and 1 for the Rails. Longoria hands it off, and the ball gets pummeled out in the air, and who's got it is the question. Looks like it's going to be first down for Stanton County. Ball just popped out. Longoria was trying to hand it off. And Stanton County ended their drive with a fumble. Waynoka ends theirs with a fumble.
Got a shoulder on the football, man. It just blew out of there.
So 3:29 to go in the third quarter. Stanton County taking back over at the Waynoka 19-yard line. Trojans picking right back up where they left off in the red zone here late in the third quarter. It's Floyd with that I formation behind him. Floyd handing it off to Hines. Hines tries to break away and gets tripped up for a gain of 1 at the 18-yard line. That's just good open field tackling there for the Rails. 2nd and 9 for the Trojans. Clock continuing to run. 3:10 to play in quarter number 3. Still 22-6 ball game. Stanton County leading Waynoka.
Pretty darn good game so far in the second half. There was some coaching up at halftime on both sides.
Definitely. I mean, it is a rock fight so far. Both teams playing some really good defense. It's Floyd with Arcio and Hines in the backfield. Hands it off to Hines. Hines cuts back towards the right side. Gets across the 15 down to about the 13-yard line. Be a nice gain of, call it 4. It'll be 3rd down for the Trojans. 3rd and about 4, maybe 3.
3rd down and 3 to go.
The Trojans will let this clock wind just a bit more. 2:17 to play in quarter number 3. So that clock just continues to tick away down to about 2 minutes now. Floyd with Arcio behind him. Instead, it's a handoff to Hines, who breaks off a tag, gets across the 10 down to the 6-yard line, where it's 1st and goal for Stanton County.
The run's good for a 1st down. 1st down and goal to go, all at the 6.
Waynoka already in this position once this quarter. I was able to defend it well and force the fumble at the 1-yard line on Arcio.
Time to do it again.
Floyd lines up. Has Areem Gonzalez behind him. Hines, the man who will go in motion from right to left. As the handoff up the middle to Gonzalez. Gonzalez stuffed at the 5-yard line. Just had head first in the pile and only got a yard.
2 guys standing up outside of the pile. The other 6 in on the tackle, I believe. Some part of it.
Now Arcio makes his way back into the game. 2nd and goal for the Trojans at the Waynoka 5-yard line. 1:10 to go in the third quarter. Stanton County with a 22-6 lead over the Rails. It's Floyd with Arcio behind him. Hines going in motion once again. It's a handoff up the middle to Arcio. Arcio not finding much room. Tries to surge his way through. Flag goes flying. Did he get to about the 2-yard line? He did. Maybe the 1, but we'll see what this flag is. I would think it would be a hold.
I don't know. As deep as it was thrown.
Stanton County's already moving back.
I think maybe I'm going to say you're right.
And it is a hold.
Holding on the offense.
So that'll move it back a little bit where it'll stay 2nd and goal from about the, that is the 11-yard line maybe?
I would think 11 would be good.
Yep, 2nd and goal from the 11 now for the Trojans. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. Stanton County with a 22-6 lead over the Rails. As Floyd pitches it out to Hines. Hines gets back across the 10, breaks the tackle, getting all the way to the 6, tries to get the second effort to the 5, could not get there, wrapped up at that 6-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal for the Trojans.
3rd and goal after the run.
25 seconds to go in quarter number 3, and we've got an injury down. It looks like, an official's timeout. Another Trojan down. 21 seconds to go in the quarter.
This portion of tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Viv's Flowers and Things. You know, Cade, we've talked about problems you've had in relationships and the amount of flowers you've had to send.
We have.
Yes. and it seems to have done some good.
Well, good.
I today.
I'm glad you knew before I did.
Well, I hear things, Kate. I hear things. And I got to tell you that I had a little scrape myself. We don't want to talk about it a lot, but I sent some flowers. Got a picture back from the flowers and a thank you.
Good.
She did mistake my name, but that happens occasionally. But they were great flowers. Great flowers. Vivs does a tremendous job. You know, Robert Perot, when he was doing this job, said about Vivian, he said she has a gift from God, arranging flowers to suit the situation. She's the best. Viv's Flowers and Things, downtown Waynoka. Here we go.
3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. It's a pitch out to Hines. Hines rolling left, or check that Angel Gonzalez all the way across the 5, gets down to the corner. Did he get in? It looks like he's out. It's not going to be a touchdown. It'll be stopped at the 1-yard line.
Haven't we seen this movie before?
We have. 4th and goal from the 1.
4th down and goal, ball at the 1.
Well, tighten them up, boys.
Yeah, 11 seconds left in the quarter. Clock staying stopped, so it looks like Stanton County's going to have to go for it here. They can't run the clock down to the 4th. Trojans stay in their huddle. Play clock down to 10. Floyd now going up, has Areem Gonzalez behind him. Floyd.
Oh, it's a keeper. It's a keeper.
Hit at the 1. Is he going to get in? Still trying to get around. Gets stopped at the 1-yard line.
Railroader, first down.
Another stop at the 1 for Waynoka this quarter. A big-time turnover on downs with 4 seconds to go in the quarter to keep it a 22-6 ball game.
And you know that play should have worked because he was booting to the far side. Everything came to this side. But the guy on the edge for the Railroaders stayed where he's supposed to be and turned him in.
That's good film watching. They ran that exact same play last week against Deerfield, and Floyd was untouched. Handoff here for the Rails, goes to Hammer time, breaks out to the 5-yard line before being brought down. A nice gain to end the third quarter.
Another flag, and he threw it 35 yards in the air.
He did, and so we'll see what this flag is, but the third quarter is over. 22-6 Stanton County on top of Waynoka. Now we have to wait for the flag.
I think I might know what it is because I see a Waynoka player definitely in pain in a tender area.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It will. I would think that's a warning to the coach. Oops, I miscalled that one. No, I didn't.
It'll be a personal foul, it looks like. So that will take us to the official end of the third quarter, where Stanton County has a 22-6 lead over the Rails.
That's about as good a quarter of football as I've watched in a while now.
Yeah, I mean, that is... Would it be correct to say that that's the best quarter Waynoka's had all year?
I would think so, yeah.
You didn't give up a score. You had 2 amazing 4th down stops. Or not 2 4th down stops, but 2 goal-to-go situation stops at the 1-yard line. You forced a fumble on one. You got the turnover on downs on the other. That is 2 massive stops that Waynoka needed to have to stay in this game. They got both of them. You have the ball back once again, and you're still in this ball game.
Yep. We'll be back with the quarter number 4 in Waynoka. Rails down 22-6.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Waynoka as we get ready for the start of the fourth quarter. Officials getting everything sorted out as Longoria looking for somewhere to throw, has nowhere to go. It gets dropped in the end zone for what will be, are they going to say that this was incomplete or a safety? They are going to say it's a safety. Longoria was not able to get the ball out in time, hit in the back of the end zone, and that'll make the score 24-6. Stanton County on top of the rails, 11:55 to go in the ball game. And just when we talked about it, Ben, a little bit already, it happened in the first half, and it happens again there. When you've made the momentum and you've made these big defensive stands, the first drive, the first time they forced the fumble, they were able to get a little bit of yardage before getting stopped. This time, Longoria hit in the end zone for a safety.
Really, really tough to have enough time to have anything develop when you're so close in there and they're all coming, and that's what happened.
That's exactly what happened. So 24-6. Waynoka now down by 18. You still had that. It's a 2-possession ball game. Now it moves to 3 possessions officially. You have to get 3 scores in the next 11:55 to come back in this one, wheel the rails. Waynoka will get ready to kick it off. Stanton County already moving back to receive it. Looks like it'd be Hines, who seems to be fine, thankfully.
We want to say hi to the guys on K101 who want us to tell them what the score is.
It's 24-6. Stanton County on top of Waynoka.
Thank you very much, Representative Carl Newton. It's always good to hear from you for any reason. Thank you for joining us here. 24-6 after the 2-point addition. I think that's the first one of those we've seen this year.
Safety, yep. So Waynoka having to kick it away from the 20-yard line. 2 men deep for Stanton County. Hines and Angel Gonzalez standing back at their own 40. As we get to see the drop kick here. Ball kicked by Millage. It will be caught at the 49-yard line by Hans, who gets a head full of steam across the 45, 40 down at the 34-yard line. Just tripped up as he flailed across the 35. It'll be actually marked at the 33-yard line.
Take over this drive at the Waynoka 34. 1st and 10.
First down for the Trojans, trying to march down the field. I would think now that you've entered the fourth quarter, you got the defensive score. Does the strategy change a little bit for Stanton County and start to try to bleed that clock just a little bit more? They've done a good job at it already today, but now they could really take their time if they want to do with 11:50 to go in the game. It's Floyd with 2 backs behind him, hands it off to Hines. Hines stutter step at the 35, tries to wrestle his way for a few more yards, gets about a gain of 1 or 2, and they're down at the 32-yard line, a bunch of rails in the area.
It's not really a situation for either team where they put in substitutes because the game's out of hand. It's just they only have a limited supply of substitutes on both sides, and most everybody on the far side has gotten some action tonight, so we've seen about everybody. I think they've played all of their players, in fact.
2nd and 8 for the Trojans. Ball at the 32-yard line of Waynoka as Floyd hands it up the middle to Arcio. Stuffed at the 31-yard line, got a gain of 1, and then ran into a wall.
Short gain on the run.
Several different rails in there. Looks like it was Stetson Nix once again getting in there on the tackle.
And Cherie's son, Cooper Truesdale, in there.
10:38 to go in the ball game now. 3rd and 7 for Stanton County. Trying to move the ball here, going from right to left across your radio dial. It's Floyd with a back behind him. Now a motion man and Angel Gonzalez. As a pitch out to Gonzalez, rolls off to his left, gets across the 30 to the 25-yard line, where he's brought down right at the 25, and it'll be 4th and short. Needed to get to the 24 is the line to gain. He's 1 yard short of it. With 10:07 to go in the ball game. I would think you'd go for this. There'd be no reason not to.
We haven't seen too many single tackles tonight, especially on the inside, but Wyatt Millage, number 12, just head on and made that stop by himself.
Trojans taking a bit of time down. Clock ticking down to 9:45. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Floyd getting in tight, still with the back behind him, just takes it himself, keeps it in the middle of the 23-yard line. It'll be a first down, Stanton County.
And the run will be good for a Stanton County first down.
So now the Trojans able to just let that clock keep running. Another substitution. Hines will make his way back into the game for the Trojans in place of Angel Gonzalez. 9:20 to go in this one. Stanton County with the 24-6 lead over Waynoka. First and 10 at the rails, 23. Floyd with two backs behind him, including Hines, as Floyd hands it off to Hines. Hines cuts back to his right, gets across the 20, 15, 10, and he's wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
Strong run results in a Stanton County
So another first down for the Trojans.
Man coming across, took out the edge man. Waynoka's man guarding the edge and had to be saved by the last possible man.
Clock continuing to run. Still a 24-6 lead for Stanton County over Waynoka. 8:35 to go in the ball game. As Floyd with RCO behind him. Floyd hands it up to RCO, and he gets nowhere on that one. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Gain of about 1 on the play.
Well, give him a yard, it looks like. He was able to fight for that, but still, second and goal. Now at the 7-yard line. So we cross the 8-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Stanton County up 24-6 on Waynoka, trying to tack on another score. Floyd with RCO still behind him. Man in motion would be Angel Gonzalez. Now he moves from right to left. It's a pitch out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets tripped up, hit in the backfield. It will stay down. And another good tackle for the Rails. Starting to make those open field tackles. They're going to say Gonzalez made it back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be third and goal from the 7. Gonzalez had to leap to get back there. 7:30 to go in the ball game. Twice already have the Trojans gotten down to a 3rd and goal or a 4th and goal, and the Rails have turned them away in this second half. They're going to have to do it a 3rd time to stay in this thing. 7:10 to go in the ball game. Floyd with two backs behind him. Floyd looks, hands it off to Hines. Hines cuts back across the 5, tries to break a tackle at the 2, gets down to the 1-yard line and is stopped just short of the goal line. And Ben, stop me if you've heard this before, but it's 4th and 1 again.
They'll bring up a 4th down.
All they've got to get is that 1 yard.
At the 1.
Can Waynoka do it again? Can they get another stop at the 1-yard line against Stanton County?
Hopefully this becomes their specialty.
6:40 to go in the ball game. Stanton County with a 24-6 lead on the Rails. As Waynoka making a late substitution here, as it looks like Hammertime's going to sub back in. Floyd with RCO behind him. Gonzalez is the motion back, gives it up to RCO. Did he get in? Stuffed. One ref saying short. We'll see what the other ref decides, but it looks like the one here on the near side is saying that RCO got stopped at the 1-yard line. Waynoka players are saying they got the stop. Stanton County players are standing around. What are the officials going to say? It's a turnover on downs again. Waynoka stops him for a 3rd time at the 1-yard line.
That's some good stuff now.
Stop after stop after stop here in the second half for the Waynoka defense, and that is what you like to see.
Now we got to work it out of the...
Yeah, this is not at the 1-yard line. This is at about maybe the 1-inch line. It looks like that thing is barely across the end zone. That thing is barely there. Waynoka backed up to huddle for the play at the basically we're at the field goal, basically at the field goal. Just standing here at the goalpost, only 8 seconds to go on the play clock, 6:21 to go in the ball game. Waynoka with the ball, down 24-6. I would think this is going to be a timeout taken by Waynoka, and that is the case.
24-6, Rails down in a really captivating game. 6:21 in the game. We'll be back.
When your business is agriculture, you want a bank behind you that doesn't cut and run at the first sign that there will be some tough times ahead. There are good years and there are always bad years. At Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, we're here for them all. Agriculture, it's the backbone of our local community. We believe in it. We invest in it. We're here for the long haul. If you're in agriculture, it's time to let Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma make your best even better. Contact a loan officer today. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, the area's leading lender in agriculture.
Back here in Waynoka, Kate Kennedy with you alongside Ben Buckland, as Waynoka is once again going to have to try to go 99 yards here in the second half, down 24-6 to Stanton County, 6:21 to go in quarter number 4. The first time the Rails were able to get out of the basically safety zone. They were able to get out of the end zone and march a little bit. The last time it resulted in a safety. Longoria this time just tries to power ahead, or check that. Actually, it was a handoff to Homertime. Homertime to the 1 yard line, and that's about it. Got pushed back through the end zone, but the forward progress obviously had moved him now, and it looks like he's hurt.
Yep, he's down.
Gain on the play.
Refs immediately stopping the play, saying, hey, come over and look at him.
He's going to stay down till they get over to him. This portion of our broadcast is brought to you by Rick George and Associates, Rick and Matt in downtown Waynoka. We'll get the numbers done, get them done right, get them done to the right people. Railroad is going to a knee here in respect for an injury. You know, the kid that's down, the young man that's down, would have gotten up if he could.
Absolutely.
He's a tough kid.
Homertime does get up and is able to walk.
Gingerly,
yes.
But walk. That's We like that.
He makes his way over to the Waynoka sideline. His arm is on the right side, has not moved position. His left arm is moving freely, but his right arm is not. Picks up his helmet. Waynoka able to get the 1 yard gain there, but that's about it.
Number 42, Chris Solomon, freshman, will check in. I don't think I've said that name tonight.
Have not. He got some action last week in the game against Pond Creek Hunter. Was able to get a nice run or two in there. 6:06 to go in the ball game. Stanton County with a 24-6 lead over the Rails, who have 2nd and 9 at their own 2 yard line, backed up in the shadow of their end zone once again. It's where they have lived in this second half. As Longoria hands it off to the man we just talked about a bit.
Up the middle.
Giving it off to Solomon, it looked like he was able to get a few yards.
Ball up to the 6.
Move to the 6 yard line, where it'll be 3rd and about 5. 5:40 to go in this one. 24-6 Stanton County on top of Waynoka. Rails just trying to get a first down, get a little bit of a drive going here, but facing that 18-point deficit with 5.5 to go in this one. Longoria with 2 backs to his left. Longoria looks for a snap, gets yanked by the face mask, gets hammered. 3, 4, 5 flags come out.
Everybody with a flag throws.
Yeah, everybody with a flag. That one was pretty obvious. It was a handoff to Roland George, who got yanked by the face mask. And now George.
You know, when the head is going one direction and then it immediately goes the other direction, that there's been some help there.
Yeah, his body cut back left for a moment. His head kept going right. That's usually the sign of a pretty obvious penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Face mask against Stanton County. 5:14 to go in this one. And Waynoka able to move a little bit.
Thankfully.
A railroader first down.
Cannot get a safety this time.
I would say moved out of the shadow of the goal post, but there's no shadow, so
it's a nice night.
It's a nice night.
Lights are on, everything's good, no shadows down there.
None. Next week, homecoming. So we will be on the air a little bit early because they'll crown the king and queen previous to the game.
First and goal, or not first and goal, first and 10 for Waynoka. Its own 20-yard lines. The ball goes on the ground. George just has to fall on it. So it'll be second down for the Rails.
So
on the play. Second down.
The change with Longoria with what appears to be a dropped shoulder is that Roland George is now overtaking the signals from the coach, and he'll be setting him up and quarterbacking.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the 8-man football things. George was the running back last week. Every once in a while, they'll throw him out a receiver, and now he's the quarterback in just the span of the last 2 games. 4:10 to go in this one. Stanton County with a 24-6 lead on the Rails. Second and 12 for Waynoka at its own 18-yard line. It's a direct snap to Davidson. Davidson rolls left with a burst of speed. Gets across
get
the
around
20, 25, 30. Still going to the 35-yard line. Did the ball come out?
Yeah,
Stanton County says that the ball came out and that they have it. We'll see, and they're going to give the ball Stanton County. It's a fumble recovered by the Trojans.
Fumble on the play recovered by Stanton County.
At the 36-yard line. So just when you had something that worked, that direct snap to Davidson, who rolls out to the left, Stanton County able to fall back on it. Trojans will take over once again.
First and 10 Trojans.
And you know when the ball goes that far away from the running back that it was assisted out of there vigorously with a slam.
3:52 to go in the ball game. Stanton County back with the ball and a 24-6 lead over the Rails. It's Floyd with a back behind him. Everyone in tight. Man in motion is Hines. It's a handoff to Hines. Gets across the 35 to the 30. Gets hit at the 31 and then gets blown back as that's Davidson in on the stop. The 31, 32-yard line.
About 5 on the run.
About 31, so a gain of 5. It'll be second and 5 for the Trojans.
Davidson arrived upset.
He pushed Hines back about 10 yards.
Yes, he did.
.320 to go in this one. Stanton County, the 24-6 lead over Waynoka. Second and 5 at the Railroader 31-yard line for the Trojans. As Floyd will line up with Arcio and Hines behind him. This time it's a handoff up the middle to Arcio. Breaks off a tackle across the 30 to the 29-yard line. And that's where he's going to get stopped as he enters the pile of Railroaders.
Short gain on the play.
Just a 2-yard gain will make it third and 3.
2:49 on the clock in the fourth quarter, and I'm telling you, nobody has left. This is an entertaining game to watch.
It has. You could not tell me that this was a 2-0 game in the second half.
Right.
And you would think it would be this entertaining of a defensive slugfest, but Waynoka, and we'll talk about it more, I mean, that's been the story of the game, I think, so far, Ben. The second half, that Waynoka's defense has made every big play you could want them to make. Stopping 2 4th and goals, forcing a fumble at the 1-yard line. They've done everything they need to. Floyd once again with 2 backs behind him, hands it off to Hines. Hines tripped him momentarily at the 30, breaks out of it to the 24-yard line, finally brought down. It'll be a first down for the Trojans with 2:10 to go in the ball game.
First down, Stanton County.
First guy to make the hit was Stetson Nix. Slowed him up, but didn't get him stopped. He got another 4 or 5 yards till Stetson got some help. It is a first down, however.
I mean, Stetson's made some good plays.
Yeah,
we
he
talked
has.
about those open field tackles earlier. He is starting to be one of the leaders of that charge.
And when he's over on the sidelines, when we're on offense, he's loosening up a leg that's hurting him. So not 100%, but going hard.
Floyd once again, this time handing it off to Arcio. Arcio bounces to the 20-yard line, a 5-yard gain. It'll be second and 5 for the Trojans. 1:36 to play now in quarter number 4. Still that 24-6 lead for Stanton County.
So if I'm coaching on the other side, I'm okay to just let my big backs run base play left or base play right, as Switzer would say. Just hang around that middle and pound. I'm not really concerned whether we score or not.
No, all you're concerned about is you've got a minute 10 left in this game. Just run it out. You've got the win. It's Floyd once again, two backs behind him in that I formation, hands it off to Arcio again, breaks a tackle to the 15, down to the 12-yard line. Another first down for the Trojans. And I mean, Arcio has been the guy, I think, of all of them tonight for Stanton County, who just, when they need a couple of yards, they give it to him and he gets 5 or 6.
True. I guess if I'm a coach on the other side too, I'm thinking, okay, if we shower and we're out of here by 10, we'll get back home at 2. So
they'll make some decent time, I guess. 35 seconds to go in this one, 10 on the play clock. It's Floyd still in that I formation with two backs behind him, hands it off to Arcio. Arcio stonewalled for about a gain of 1 to the 11-yard line, and I would think that would end the ball game, and it is. Final 20 seconds will run off, and Stanton County gets a 24-6 win over Waynoka. Waynoka's final non-district game, a game that they didn't expect to play, but they end up coming out with a pretty good second-half effort, and we learned a lot about this Waynoka team tonight.
As you said, 2-0 in the second half.
And that was only that 2-0 was really only because they had the ball at the half-yard line.
Right. Impressive. And nobody here on either side of the field left. This was a good one to watch. So this is my favorite part, not the handshake line, but
what happens afterwards.
What happens afterwards. Maybe they don't do that in Kansas.
Maybe not.
I'm not sure, but I think maybe they don't.
Talk about your favorite part, and then away they go.
My favorite part, they're not going to do it. As a rule in the conference, certainly in the conference, teams will meet at the center of the field, take a knee, and there'll be a prayer. So
now they're coming back.
That may happen. I think they had a little negotiation down there, maybe.
I think so. It's probably one of those they're not used to it as much. So
right. Well, homecoming next week, but let's pause and then recap this one because it's pretty impressive, the second half. No kidding. We'll be right back.
Core Bank in Waynoka was so named because of their customers. The name speaks to strength, substance, strong character, plus sound bank principles, heart, and soul. Offering strong, convenient banking in their community has been the aim, the goal of Core Bank of Waynoka, with a foundation dating to the early 1900s and shepherded for the last 50 years, headed by President Mick George and now Weston Hill, Vice President and Loan Officer. Core Bank, member FDIC, serving the community from downtown Waynoka. Call or come by, proudly supporting all things Northwest Oklahoma. Go Rails!
Holder Drug, your local pharmacy. Stop in and check out some of the new available items at Holder's, starting with our hanging scrolls and banners. Expecting a child soon? Holder Drug is the perfect place for your baby registry. Find more information by stopping by the store or visit us online at holderdrug.com. As always, free delivery with your medications and prescriptions, along with specials at the fountain. That's Holder Drug, located on the downtown square, right here in Alva.